Before to multiply binomials or even polynomials, it's very important to know how to multiply expression or terms. For example, 2x times 5x. Before to do the multiplication, it is recommended to follow first multiply signs, second multiply coefficients or numbers, and third multiply variables. The sign is plus and plus. Using the law of signs, we get positive. Then multiplying the coefficients, 2 times 5 equals 10. And finally, x times x is equal to x squared. Negative times positive equals negative. Now multiplying the coefficients. As you can see, there is no number here, but in this case means that the term has the number 1 as coefficient. 7 times 1 equals 7. M times m squared equals m cubed. And this procedure is the same with whole numbers or fraction. Negative times negative equals positive. Now multiply fractions. We multiply all the top numbers. 4 times 1 equals 4 over, then multiply all the bottom numbers. 5 times 3 equals 15. And finally, multiplying the variables, we get n to the power of 8. Moving forward with binomials, we have this example. And the procedure is very simple. Just multiply the first term of the first binomial by all terms of the second binomial from left to right, starting with the first term from left to right. Also, you can multiply from right to left, but we need to do it in one order. So positive times positive equals positive. 1 times 1 equals 1. X times x, we have x squared. When you have the number 1 as coefficient, it's not necessary to write it. Multiplying the first term by the second term, plus times plus equals plus. 1 times 5 equals 5. The only variable that we have on this 2 is only x. When you finish to multiply the first term of one binomial by all the terms in the other binomial, it's time to move to the second term in the first binomial, doing the same procedure. That is, multiply all the terms in the second binomial. Plus times plus equals plus. 3 times 1 equals 3, and the only variable that we have is x. Finally, plus times plus equals plus, and 3 times 5 equals 15. When you finish a multiplication of two binomials, you get 4 terms, and usually 2 of them are like terms. In this case, we have 5 times x and 3 times x. As you can see, we have 2 like terms, 5 times x and 3 times x. That is possible to combine them as 8x. So finally, the answer will be x squared plus 8x plus 15. Example number 2, we have another multiplication of two binomials using the same procedure. We multiply the first term of the first binomial by all the terms in the second binomial. To keep an order, we use the multiplication from left to right. Positive times positive equals positive. 5 times 1, 5. X times x squared equals x cubed. Positive times negative equals negative. 5 times 3 equals 15, and x times x equals x squared. Moving to the second term in the first binomial, positive times positive equals positive. 7 times 1 equals 7. X, we have only one variable, that is x squared. And finally, positive times negative equals negative. 7 times 3 equals 21. And we have only one variable again, that is x. Looking for like terms, here we have negative 15x squared and 7x squared. As you can see, they have different sign. It means means that we need to subtract them. So minus 15 plus 7 equals minus 8, and we keep the same variable, that is x squared. So finally the answer is 5x cubed minus 8x squared minus 21x. And final example, even in fraction the procedure is the same. You need to multiply the first term by all the terms in the second binomial. But remember, in the case of fraction, you multiply all the top numbers over the multiplication of all the bottom numbers. Remember, if you divide by 1, it doesn't affect its value. So as you can see, this will be the answer of the multiplication.